What's going on, everybody? Triple Crown 24 back today. And I'm going to be showing off what I received in a trade that is unlike any trade that I've made before. And what I mean by that is I actually had to give up a pretty rare card out of my super collection, which I didn't have a duplicate of, to make this deal. And I'll tell the story. I also have a few pieces of mail that I'll show at the end, but I thought it was interesting. So I actually got in these three cards as part of the trade, and I'll show you exactly what they are here in a minute and talk about them a little bit more. But let me tell the story. So I had a $15 credit with Mercari, which is an app that is gaining some popularity. It's not nearly as big as eBay. I forget exactly how I got that, but it was just through some like promotion or something that I did where they gave me a $15 credit. So occasionally I'll go on there and see if there's any Cabrera cards. I've picked up a few before. In fact, I have one that could come as soon as tomorrow that I picked up for a really, really good deal. And just one night I happened to be scrolling through to see this. I know this is a low budget edit here, but I'm just going to use my phone screen. This is a 2019 Bowman Chrome Red Refractor numbered to 5, and you can see it was listed here for $24. Now, keep in mind, I also had my $15 credit, so I did not bother making an offer. I just went right ahead and said, yep, I'll take it. So I ended up paying $9 for this plus shipping. What is this card worth if you were to put it, let's say, at a buy it now or best offer on the secondary market? I would say probably right around $100, if not a little bit more. So was this a steal? Yes. And that kind of leads to a debate. So naturally, my thought process when I pick up a card like this one that is incredibly rare is, number one, how feasible is the rainbow? And what kind of helps me determine that is question number two, where is the next rarest parallel or the rarest parallel, which in this case would be superfractor. Well, it turns out in this case I knew exactly where the superfractor was because it has been shared before on the Miguel Cabrera thread over on Blowout. So I know that that superfractor is pretty firm in its place in someone's collection. I mean, if I gave him an astronomical amount of money to acquire that superfractor, maybe he would give it up. And then again, maybe not. So with Bowman Chrome, it's a product that I really do enjoy. I actually really like his 2020 Bowman Chrome cards. I have yet to pick any up. For 2019, I have quite a few of the different parallels. In 2018, a lot of you guys know I'm one card away from that rainbow. I do have the superfractor for that one, but I do not have the red refractor. So if only this was the 2018 red refractor, this would have been something crazy. But like I said, I do know the guy who has a superfractor. So naturally, I'm going to guess that if someone has a superfractor, they probably would like to try to put together the rainbow. And what is going to be their biggest obstacle? Well, as I have learned plenty of times already, it's sometimes that second rarest parallel, which proves to be the toughest. So I messaged the owner of the superfractor and said, hey, I know that you have the superfractor for this. Do you need the red? So I offered it up to him. And I said, I would sell it for the right price, but I would really prefer to trade for something rare of Cabrera. And he showed me off 4 cards that he had, and I would feel that getting all 4 of them for this red would be a little bit too much on my end. So I said, all right, well, I'll take these 3 of the 4 if you're cool with that. And thus we made the trade. So he got his in over the weekend. It was either on Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. So he sent me this picture. Really cool. He's got the super and the red next to each other there. And I believe he is well on his way now to picking up the remaining colors. I think the only one that he's going to have a little bit of trouble with is the orange out of 25. But that one is not impossible. I'm sure that he'll find one eventually. I actually just saw a 2018 orange pop up. So the question is, what did I get back in return? Well, I'm glad you asked because, and even if you didn't ask, I'm going to show you. I got 2 orange refractors back. The first one is from Bowman Chrome 2015. This guy said that his favorite color is orange, and I do really like the orange with the Tigers colors. If it was a different team, Orange isn't really my favorite, but with the Tigers, orange is always appreciated. So this is really cool. This one's 21 to 25 from 2015 Bowman Chrome. This one I'm much more excited about. Not that I don't love the Bowman Chrome, but this is a 2015 Topps Chrome number 2 of 25 orange refractor. So he had duplicates of these two that he put out there to make the trade on. And this is actually the first year that oranges were numbered to 25 in Topps Chrome. Before that, they were, I believe, in place of the pink in the hanger pack exclusives. So they used to be non-numbered parallels, but this is the first year where they're actually numbered, and they are numbered to 25. So those were two pieces of the trade. The final piece of the trade is actually this one right here. This is a 2003 UD Finite, and this is the Finite Signatures numbered to 100. And this was kind of the last piece. So first of all, let me answer this. Why would I give away a Miguel Cabrera card number to 5 that I already have? And my answer to that was it was very difficult to do that. I had a lot of hesitation about trading away a card that I didn't already have, knowing it is very plausible I will never see one of those for sale again just because there's only 5 of them out there. And on top of that, if I do see one for sale again, there's no telling what the price is because really the seller can ask whatever they want. There's just not much to go on for how much those types of cards sell for if you were to try to put it up on the secondary market. So knowing that, I also knew that I'm not the only one in the hobby that shares this passion for Miguel Cabrera. And really, since the start of the pandemic, I've gotten to talk with more and more Cabrera collectors, and it's really cool to kind of see their collections. And as much as I would love to have some of the cards that they have in their collection, I know that the feeling is most likely mutual, or I have stuff that they don't have, where they would like to make a deal with me. So the fact that I had the one that was that this guy really needed for his rainbow, and he actually really liked that it was 2 of 5. I guess one of the things he likes to do with his rainbows is like have the 1 of 1 and then have the next lowest numbered card be number 2 of whatever, and then the next one be 3 of whatever, which I think is really cool if you could pull that off. But finding specific serial numbers kind of makes it look like you're trying to put together a full 1 of 1 rainbow. I couldn't ever imagine doing something like that, but like I said, if you could pull it off, it would be very impressive. So I thought this was a very fair trade overall, just because, again, I only had $9 plus shipping and I guess tax as well into that card. So I got it for an incredible deal. And I pushed for the trade aspect rather than selling it because, sure, I could go on eBay and buy something that was rare, but these are cards that were kind of firm in a collection. I mean, they were duplicates, so I'm sure he would have been willing to trade them away at some point. But these are the types of cards that you just don't see pop up on eBay too often. These two, maybe once in a while, but again, it's kind of one of those things. They're numbered 25, and they're 5 years old now. No telling when you'll see them and what it's going to look like, if it's going to be an auction, if it's going to be a ridiculous buy it now or best offer. And particularly with this is one you don't really see too often. So kind of the backstory about this is that it is a very underrated card. In fact, there's only one of these up on eBay right now, and it is graded. To me, I feel that the price kind of reflects the PSA tax on it, where just because it's in a slab, it's going to cost a little bit more. So with this one, it was raw, and I like to keep my autographs raw in magnetics. For the most part, there are a few exceptions, like the 2000 traded autograph. That one will stay in the slab for all eternity, or at least all eternity that I own it. So with this is from 2003, which is actually Cabrera's rookie year. Now his 2 rookie cards are from 2000 Topps and 2000 Topps Chrome traded. Those are kind of considered his rookies. Those are predominant. You ask anybody in the hobby who collects Miguel Cabrera or has his cards, ask them what the rookies are. 2000. That's what they're going to go with. So 2003 is actually his rookie year. So he was a prospect that was signed in July of 1999 as part of the International Free Agent Signing Day type of thing. So he gets his first cards in 2000. He has some prospect cards, some minor league cards for the first few years, but he actually gets called up to the major leagues in 2003. So 2003 is technically his rookie season. Now there aren't really anything released in 2003 that is kind of labeled as a rookie card. Some people will label it as such. So really, I feel that a lot of his 2003 stuff is highly undervalued. And in terms of autographs from 2003, there are really only two different cards that he has autographs of. This is one of them here. The second one I don't have. It's actually a card that has a few different parallels, but it's from Just, which is also known as Just Miners, popular minor league card manufacturer during the late 90s and early 2000s. You can see here I have this gold that is hand numbered out of 1,000. Kind of plain looking cards. So these have different autograph versions. They've just been a little bit too expensive for my taste. So I haven't really pursued any of those, and they're not the easiest to come by, I'll say. It's not impossible to find them, but they're certainly not out there in quantity. So that's one of the two, I'll call it two different autographs he has. And then there's this one right here. This one is numbered to 100 from Finite, which I believe was a one and done product. If not, it did not last very long. I know that his base card from this product, which I do have, is out of, I think, $16.99. So it's one of those products where everything has a limited print run to it. So it's not like it was something produced in mass quantity. This one right here, obviously, with the out of 100, is very much so. The print run is well known on it. So to have one of his rookie autographs, and really the only licensed major league rookie autograph from 2003, since these are minor league cards, you can see here he is with the Carolina Mudcats rather than the Florida Marlins. So the only 2003 autograph. So this to me was, I wanted to try to get the two orange refractors as well. But this one right here, I had to make sure that this was included in the deal. So this was, in my opinion, a very underrated pickup. And again, I pretty much have into these the price to ship away the red refractor and then the $9 plus tax and shipping that I paid to receive it. So all in all, maybe $20, so technically less than the blaster for all three of these. And I got three cards from my collection that are pretty rare, that I'm really happy with, and at the same time I was able to help out another Cabrera super collector. So in my eye, that is a win-win. I think everybody came out ahead in this trade, and that's really cool. I'm a dealer, and my Cabrera stuff is not part of, I'm not out to sell it. This is all stuff that goes into the collection. It goes into the vault to never see the light of day again. And there's a lot of times where I get the better end of the deal, when I'm making trades for dealer purposes. But in terms of being an actual collector, I thought it was really cool to have a trade that really benefited both parties as much as it did here. So it was a good feeling to be able to help out another collector. And I mean, I got a pretty good haul myself as well. So that is that. And then I have actually a few more cards that I wanted to show off I got in. A couple of gifts, actually. This is from Nina S. She had sent me an email asking if I had this yet, and I haven't opened any Allen and Ginter this year, so I haven't had a chance to pick up anything. But speaking of Marlins Cabrera, here he is on the Debut to Remember insert set. I believe he's actually in 3 different insert sets in 2020 Allen and Ginter. There's like the long ball lore or whatever it's called, and then there might be one more. But yeah, here he is, Debut to Remember. So thank you, Nina, for adding that to the super collection. Another gift. This was actually sent in by Gary R. And this was awesome. So he sent me these 2 heritage cards from 2014 for my collection with his PSA submission for our recent submission we did. And this one right here is actually a new one that I've been after for quite some time. This is the action variation from Heritage. So these long-standing parallels are the ones that I really like to target and go after, such as the Heritage Black refractors, some of the gold and orange refractors from Topps Chrome in recent years, and I guess gold dating back more so, and the blue refractors as well. I like to go after with Heritage. the actions, the black refractors, with flagship, the blacks and the golds. So to add this into the collection, that was pretty awesome. So thank you so much, Gary, for sending that my way. And then a couple of pickups really quick. This one I thought was a little underrated. 2012 All-Star Game. So, of course, from the Triple Crown season, this is the gold, and I just love the gold sparkle that they did this year. Numbered to 50. Let's see, with his royal blue All-Star Game jersey. The All-Star Game, of course, was in Kansas City. So, I always love these All-Star Stitches cards. And then from COMC, I bought this off of their eBay because I didn't want to wait till 2022 to receive it. Yeah, shots fired there, but also kind of true. It was this 2020 Topps pink. So they have a few different holiday ones. There's the Independence Day. This one happens to be the Mother's Day pink. There's a Father's Day blue as well as a Memorial Day camo. I now have all four. So the only parallel that I am missing now is the 1/1 platinum aside from the printing plates. So I think I'm about as far as I can go now with this. I might do a showcase video. You guys can let me know if you'd like to see that for my 2020 Topps Rainbow. But yeah, that is that. So that was my mail day, talking about how I traded away a rare Cabrera card. I now am up to 2,497 unique cards. In terms of the chase to 3,000, Miggy ended the season with a career 2,866 career hits, so he'll be 134 away. He is actually tied on the all-time hit list with the GOAT, Harold Baines, so that's a good way to head into the off-season. But 134 hits away. For a little bit of context, in 2019, he played in 136 games, and he had 139 hits. So just throwing that out there, and that was considered to be a quote-unquote down season for him. So just putting that out there. Maybe next year. All right, guys, that'll wrap it up for me today. I appreciate you checking out the video. I know it was a little bit long, but you know how it goes. All right, stay safe out there. Take care. Have a good one.